little camera to kind of take you through a day in the life of an up-and-coming journalist. But, not just any journalist, a black journalist. But not just any black journalist, a dark-skinned black female journalist. See, some people might think that I'm taking it overboard, with this film, but I do think that there's an underlying issue that has not been really addressed. Now, we all watch national news, CNN, MSNBC, Fox.
It's so funny because this is what I started off doing this film about, but as I followed my friend around and I asked her a question and started our discussion on the journalism industry, kind of took me towards a different path. We started talking about the struggles of being a journalism student and what we think about the industries today, and we were pointing out the different problems with it and the different problems with our competitions who are supposed to be our friends. Like, this really took us through an in-depth conversation, and instead of pointing out one thing, I decided that I need to include or focus more on this conversation, because these are really issues that everyone faces, or most people face, but they just don't really talk about it, and they just kind of end up internalizing it.
This video goes on, you'll see our struggle and our insecurities and our inner thoughts and what we think about the industry today.
Yeah. These are some real things about the industry that we all are afraid to talk about because we never know what would happen. So, here we go. Smile.
So funny.
I mean, what the hell? They done ran down my battery, didn't even charge that shit up.
Which way I'm taking?
Whichever way you want to take. Look.
First of all, I don't trust that elevator because I got stuck in there one time and it wasn't fun. I got stuck in there for like 20 minutes and nobody came to rescue me. I had to rescue myself. But anyways, so I'll be taking the stairs.
Okay, so we're starting. Look at me. Fix your face. It's early. Okay, so we'll start off by identifying who you are. So, what's your name?
Okay, well, my name is Chanel Walker.
And what are your aspirations, your future aspirations? Like, what are you studying in college, and what do you want to do with that?
Well, I'm studying journalism, but I actually really wish that my major could be like telecommunications or like broadcast, because in order to be a sports journalist, I don't really need to have a journalism degree. But anyways, aside from that, I just want to have like my own sports show that kind of touches on the personal lives of athletes, and because I think athletes are really inspiring people and can have a huge impact on the community.
Okay, and do you want to do this on a local or national level?
National level.
Okay.
Definitely.
Alright, so, like, right now, what are your biggest concerns as a journalism student?
Well, what, based on, like, school or
Based
getting
on
a job? Or?
Based on school, getting a job, like the way the market is looking.
Well, I mean, I started off with school just by saying that, I feel like a lot of the classes I take, I don't really need them. I feel like a lot of money is being wasted. I feel like college should be more like of a concentration type of thing. It shouldn't be like, I'm going to school for journalism, so I'm going to take geography and math and, other silly classes that we don't really need. So I'm pretty much just going to college because I know I needed to be a journalist, not because I'm like, oh yeah, college. I'm so excited. I mean, that's really just wasting money, to be honest. But as far as getting a job, being a black journalist in itself is very difficult. But especially with like sports and ESPN, because I mean, I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 maybe black women journalists that I can say, and you know, that makes it 10 times harder than it really needs to be. But oh well.
Gotta persevere and push on, right?
Yeah, it's just all about that. I serve a good God, and whatever plan He has for me, that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm not worried about it. I just gotta keep doing my part, working hard, going to school,
Trying to beat the system.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know how you feel. So after college, what do you hope to start off in? Like, how do you hope to get to your end goal of your show? And what are the challenges that you feel like you'll face working from that aspect?
I mean, right now I'm just trying to get some internships and just get the experience I need, because, you know, really with journalism is about who you know more than really what you know.
It's kind of problematic, isn't it?
Yeah, it can, yeah.
Because you feel like the talent, like, even though you have a lot of talent, if people don't know you,
or don't like you,
you can't really do much with it.
Yeah.
So that's another problem in its own.
And you can't really control people like you or not, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't matter, even if you have a great personality, if someone, you know, journalists in the journalism field, it's a lot of hearsay. It's a lot of everything, a lot of things are word of mouth. So this is very sticky type of thing.
If there's like a bad perception of you, you're basically screwed to a certain extent.
Everything in journalism is about credibility.
Yeah.
If you don't have that credibility with your audience or with, you know, the hiring manager or whoever it might be, you can forget about it.
Right.
Like, you know, actually, Amanda, I forgot her last name, the news reporter for Fox, she actually just got arrested for DUI.
Oh.
Yes, and she hit somebody, like she got into a car accident. Yes, so she got arrested and everything, and you know, my family was like, oh, do you think she's gonna get fired? And I'm like, yeah, she's gonna get fired. Like, this is journalism. Like, if you're not credible, then nobody's gonna listen to you. So it doesn't matter what you're reporting. You could be reporting on the rainstorm that happened in your backyard. Nobody's gonna believe you, even though it's your backyard, just because you had a situation like that. So I mean,
they're gonna remember you as the reporter who got arrested for DUI after hitting somebody.
And you know, it's funny because honestly, when I looked at her mugshot and then I went back and looked at what she looks like on the show, it's like the only thing I can remember is her mugshot. And that's what kind of erases
every good thing that you do.
Exactly.
By just that one thing. So that's another like problem or issue that like you have to think about just getting into this field. Exactly. And it sucks that it's like your work can't speak for your for you. Like you're like it's just
it's the whole package. You gotta have the whole package. It's just like
and it sucks.
It's just like being a celebrity,
right? It sucks because nobody's perfect, but they don't want to hear that.
You have to be as close to perfect as you can.
Especially being black in the industry, they really don't want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
because honestly,
you'll get grouped in with
see, it had to be a black journalist. Right, exactly.
You just can't get away from it sometimes. And we're not, like, I know you, and we're not one to dwell on the race issue, but at the end of the day, you still got to acknowledge the fact that it's there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You just have to be positive and just know that you're going to do the best that you can do, you know? I'm going to do the best that I can do to get where I want to be, and I mean, positivity will take you a long way. Listen to negative people that try to tell you, oh, because you black, you can't be a journalist. That's not true.
Right.
Because you black, it's a good chance it's not going to happen. So make sure you have your backup plan. I mean, of course, make sure you got your backup plan. You need to have a backup plan for anything.
Right.
No matter what race you are. But, I mean, I think people shouldn't listen to, negative things that other people say.